Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on Cycling in the City, we will be touring Hope Royal Botanical Gardens here in Ligony, St. Andrew. But what I want for you guys, just remember to hit that like button, leave a comment, leave a like, share with a friend because it definitely helps the channel to grow. Appreciate the support just far. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so on this bright Sunday morning, actually cycled Hope Gardens, and this is from the secondary gate, which would be the first gate heading up from Hope Road to Papine. Alright, and just a bit of history. The Hope Royal Botanical Gardens, commonly called Hope Gardens, occupies 200 acres of land in the Ligony Plains of urban St. Andrew. The gardens were established in 1873 on a section of land from the estate of Major Richard Hope, who essentially was one of the first colonizers who had helped the English to fight off the Spanish to secure Jamaica as a colony. Today the gardens are the largest public green space in the Kingston and St. Andrew metropolitan region. So having, road from the parking lot, we're now at the main entrance. As you can see to the right there, we have the water spout thingy there in blue. I mean, as a kid growing up, you normally see the water sprouting out, and it was really pretty. But I mean, due to deterioration or lack of funding, they cut it off. But here, as you can see, we're approaching the main entrance. To the right, that's the sunken garden that has like lily ponds and stuff like that. There were little housing areas where, as a kid, they normally take us in to show us it's almost like a science room, like a lab where they had like plants and fishes and stuff in there. But here that they no longer do that, and it's all boiled down to lack of mismanagement, lack of funding, and all that stuff. So Hope Garden really needs some help, but I mean, it's still a wonderful place. So as we're riding now, along the road, it's a bit bumpy. They definitely need to do some major repavement of the facility. But not to dwell on that. So now we take a right here. We're going along the road in the direction to the admin office and also to a whole slave hospital. And to the left, that's the Bougainvillea Walk. Persons normally take like their pictures under there because it's always colorful. And to the right, it's the Cashew Walk, or I believe they call it the Indigenous Garden. So we're just strolling along here. And if you look ahead, you see that sign. That's one of the newest gardens that were built here at Hope Gardens. It's called the Peace Garden. It's opened around 2019. It was worked on between 2017 to 18, I believe, and it was funded by Chase Fund. Persons normally take wedding pictures. No picnicking is permitted there, I believe, but it's pretty neat. Peace Garden. Yeah, it's always well kept there. That's one of the gardens that they always maintaining the plants and watering and all that. So that's the newest mini garden within Hope Gardens, the Peace Garden. That's to our right. You can see the white bougainvillea landscape in there. So along the stretch to the left, it's the admin building, the administration building for the Hope Gardens, or the Nature Reserve Foundation, I believe. And straight ahead, you guys may not be seeing it, that's the old slave hospital, because as you know, this land was once a sugar plantation, I believe the Hope Sugar Estate. So to the left, that's where we enter to go to the plant nursery. Straight ahead this road, it carries you to a gate normally carry to the UTEC, but they close it off due to robberies and theft and all that bad stuff, and just for general safety they closed it off. So there it is. They kind of modernized it, put in some new windows, the old slave hospital. So right here to the right here at this gate, we have the admin building, and then to the left, that's the annual garden that adjoins the Bougainvillea Walk. This road is like heavily depleted, yo. I gotta try my best to keep the camera and the bike steady to video as stable as possible. But this part is really fun. It has a little hump, so it was pretty fun riding over this part. This basically is the backside to the annual garden and the butterfly garden. To the right on this side, we saw those guys under the tree. That's just open land, close to where the estate director lives. And then we're approaching Funland, where they have all the kiddies rides and face painting and all that stuff. Funland, Jamaica. So yeah, that's where the kids normally go and have a fun time. Straight ahead, that's the Chinese garden. You know, the garden that was dedicated to the Chinese government and the Chinese people, both who live here and those out there in the Chinese diaspora, to commemorate the bilateral, engagement between Chinese folks and Jamaican nationals. And this road here is the road that takes us to Hope Zoo. So the estate also has the Hope Zoo, but they're under different management now. But it's one and the same. So this road takes us to the Hope Zoo. So just taking a little quick trek up there just to view the front. And it's coming far away from when I was younger, so it's pretty neat. They paved the front part, fix up, plant some palm trees, a little elephant water statue thing there. Got an ATM right there, Jane ATM. So it's well kept, it's pretty good. But Hope Zoo, like Hope Gardens, it really needs a lot of funding to maintain, to pay the work, because care for the animals and stuff like that. I do know, for example, the ministry, Digital Foundation and stuff really, try to pump some money in there, but still needs for corporate Jamaica and for patrons to still come by and support Hope Zoo and Hope Gardens to keep the hope alive, so to speak. So yeah, we're just heading back down now on this road. So to the right we have the Chinese garden. To the left, that's Funland. And we're just heading back down towards the main entrance. See both sides, it's landscaped by the same bougainvillea plant I was telling you guys about. These flowers, they bear flowers, basically 365. Every day they send out new flowers, so it's pretty colorful. So to the left, that's the annual garden. A lot of persons tend to, kick football, play, frisbee throw, picnic in that area. It's a bit sunny, it's not so shaded though. The annual garden is not so shaded, but that's where a lot of kids, play and jog and do the racing and all that good stuff. This section though, as I would say, one of the best paved areas, and a lot of water actually runs here, but for some reason it's still crisp. I guess they might have recently paved it sometime back in the early 2000s. But yeah, so we're heading back close to the main entrance. But what I'm gonna do is we're riding now through the Kasha Walk, or Indigenous Garden, I believe they call it. So it has some plants that are indigenous to Jamaica, and it has the Kasha tree. Kasha tree, what we commonly call maca tree. Maca tree that you normally see in like St. Catherine or in Clarendon or on those country roadways. So there's a walk, there's a path, and there's seats where you can sit, and it's kind of canopized, where you can sit and relax. And we're back out the main entrance into the garden section of Hope Gardens. So this is where persons normally sit, Bible study, wait on the taxi or wait on the drive to pick them up. But again, some serious maintenance work needs to be done to restore Hope Gardens to its former glory. But don't get me wrong, it's still nice, calm area, still pretty still intriguing. So I really do hope that in the near future it can get the love and respect that it deserves in terms of the maintenance and upkeeping. Because truth be told, we could be making serious bucks for it to self-sustain itself via, ecotourism and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Alright, catch you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching. All the best.